Coming up next on The Spot. I know it hurts. Daylight savings is over, so it's dark all the time, and you woke up with a sore neck from sleeping all weird. We've got pain too. And we'll be playing it on this week's show, along with Unreal Tournament 3 on the PlayStation 3, Call of Duty 4, Mario and Sonic at the Olympics, Ghost Squad, and Phase, the iPod game developed by Harmonix, the guys that brought you Guitar Hero and the upcoming Rock Band. If that can't cure what ails you, then perhaps you're just beyond help, people. I mean, seriously. On the Spot begins now! Freedom-loving people of the world unite! On the Spot is on! It is Thursday, it is 4 p.m. Pacific, and that's, you know, for those of you in other parts of the world, it's an hour difference because the daylight savings is over, Ryan Davis.
I know. Brother, do I know. I've been waking up at like 6:30 every morning.
It's dark all the time. When I wake up, it's dark. When I leave work, it's dark. There's no sun anymore. There's no sunshine in my life.
I screwed up because Saturday night I went to sleep super early.
Yeah.
And then woke up super early. So I woke up at what I thought was like 5 o'clock in the morning, which is, you know, real early. But then I found out that it was also daylight savings, so I was actually up at 4. So and I've been having kind of a hard time kicking that since then. But it certainly helps that there are plenty of awesome games coming out right now to keep me up at night.
Most definitely. You want to stay awake as long as you possibly can in order to get all the great games in. We have just a smattering of them here on this week's show. And we're going to start right here with the first one, a game I know you've been playing and that I've actually still been playing, and that's Call of Duty 4.
Yeah, Call of Duty 4. I jumped into it last night for the first time, and phenomenal.
Yeah.
The Infinity Ward guys have really created something special. Now, you're going to run us through an early sequence here in the game?
Yes, I'm going to start with the prologue here. And in this section here, basically, you are infiltrating a cargo ship. You're a member of the SAS, the British SAS, not the American SAS. That's totally different.
They make shoes, don't they?
Yeah, I think they make shoes. And here we've just penetrated this door, and we're looking for something on this cargo ship. And we found violence.
Kind of a cool, subtle thing that I noticed after a while is the way that the ship rocks. Like, you'll actually see it under your feet moving.
Yeah, exactly. It's rough seas out there, so for sure. And this is a really action-packed first-person shooter. Really tightly packed, too. It's not the longest game in the world, but what is there is powerful.
Now, I think one of the things you're seeing here is really indicative of the way Call of Duty 4 is, which is that you have this squad of guys with you, but they don't really take any commands, and they just kind of are there almost more as guides to push you through the level. You just stabbed that dude.
I stabbed that dude. That dude needed stabbing. I took care of his problem.
His stab deficiency?
Yeah. So I'm going to throw a grenade through this door here. And why not a flashbang, too?
Really,
that one, because the grenade bounced off the door, it didn't go far enough.
Really great feeling guns in this game also.
Yeah, just really great impact from the guns. Just every single time, you know, when you're getting hit, you know, in multiplayer or in single player, just you want to get out of the way of these bullets, and your bullets damage the world. Bad things happen when you pull the trigger, so it's really effective that way. Oh, and bad things are happening to me here.
The game, I also feel, is really good at creating situations where there's so much just kind of panic and chaos that it's hard to tell who your guys are and who the other guys are.
Right, and the game will definitely, you know, if you take out one of your own guys, it just says friendly fire will not be tolerated, and that's basically the same as if you had died yourself. So it's pretty serious. So we're nearing a cargo container here, I believe.
A very special
this is what we've been
container?
looking for on this ship.
Oh yes,
that's some unsavory business in here.
This is Bravo 6.
There's all sorts of symbols in here that are scary looking.
Yes, but of course we can't actually get it off the ship because there are 2 bogies headed our way fast, and they're probably MiGs. So,
Bogies, you say?
Bogies, yes. So we got to grab this manifest and then try and get off the ship before the MiGs blow it up. But guess what?
You're going to make it off all okay and everything's going to be fine?
Yes, but there's a bit of a problem that happens before that, and that's that.
Oh, that is problematic.
Yeah, that is troublesome.
Blue language there on screen for you.
They keep it blue, man. These guys are stone cold killers. They don't have time to not swear.
I also like that your squad leader has the best facial hair of any video game character ever.
Exactly. It's like Lemmy is ordering you around these levels.
Oi! He even has. Yeah, I also just love the repeated shots in this game of him hanging out the side of helicopters, smoking cigars.
Yeah, just you see the light of the cigar coming off his face and stuff. It's really great. So now we have to get off the ship because it is sinking.
And this is, I think it's early on. This is like the first thing you do in the game, but it's also just such a great galvanizing sequence here.
Yeah, definitely.
This chase as the ship's going sideways, man.
This is not when you don't want to be on a boat when it's doing this.
Not at all.
I speak not from experience, but I'm pretty certain about it.
But this is just a great little kind of chase sequence here, and the game is really excellent at creating these kinds of moments.
Yeah, and of course there is a really robust multiplayer component. I went the wrong way. I started thinking about multiplayer and I ran the wrong way. Yeah, multiplayer is absolutely awesome too.
Going the right way again?
They said to the right.
There you go. Oh, you're almost there.
Oh,
go through the door.
There we go.
Great weather effects.
Okay, so we got to get this helicopter and it's over, and
but wait!
Jump forward and made it, and that's gonna end our demo. Yeah, so of course that's Call of Duty 4. There's a really awesome multiplayer component where you level up and unlock all kinds of different items and stuff for your gun, and that's pretty cool.
And that's in stores now?
That is in stores now for PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and PC. Check it out. Right now we're going to throw it out and take a look at what happened at SEMA, the auto show. Sony was there as Gran Turismo, and so was Brian Eckberg.
Here in Las Vegas, Nevada for the 2007 SEMA show, and one of the coolest things that's happening, this is a sort of a business show. There's lots of cars, there's lots of car parts, lots of business happening, but there is a connection to video games here, because all of the cars that are here are in the running for the Gran Turismo Award. One of these cars on the show floor is going to win that award, and the winner will find their car actually in the next version of Gran Turismo. Could be any of the cars here. The cars are judged on 5 different categories, things like best domestic car, best Japanese import, and then Kazunori Yamauchi, the creator of the Gran Turismo series, picks the best in show, and that car gets measured and recorded and built by the Polyphony Digital staff. We're going to be taking a look at all the action here on the show floor, checking out the awards ceremony, and finding out which car we'll all be driving in the next version of Gran Turismo, so check it out with me.
Goes to Marcel Horn for his 2007 MTG.
How's it feel to be a 2-time winner of the award?
It's amazing. It's hard to put it into words. It's an amazing franchise, and that my team back home had the skill and the hours and the energy and the heart to continue to ratchet up the level of performance to keep up to this phenomenal game just blows me away.
So that's the story here from SEMA 2007 in Las Vegas and the Gran Turismo Awards. And your winner, I'm standing right in front of it. This is Marcel Horn's 2007 Audi Quattro Coupe. This is the car that Polyphony Digital will be getting all the measurements for, taking tons of photographs, and eventually building it and putting into the next Gran Turismo game. So it's very possible that this time next year in SEMA 2008, we'll be able to play this car in Gran Turismo 5 Prologue. That's the story here, guys. Back to you in the studio.
And we are back. I am now joined by Aaron Thomas, GameSpot editor. Aaron, how you doing?
I'm fantastic. Those are nice cars.
Those are very
some
pretty
good stuff.
cars that Brian was checking out in Vegas, and I guess one of them is going to be in the next, or the Gran Turismo after the next one. I'm not sure how it works at this point. But we're not here to talk about fancy cars. We're here to talk about Beijing, China.
Yes, the Olympics.
Yes, you've brought along Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games for the Nintendo Wii. This is obviously in celebration of the pending Olympic Games in Beijing.
Which are next year.
Next year, 2008.
Getting early.
But, yeah, Mario and Sonic have teamed up and jumped in on the action earlier than expected. Why don't you give us a rundown of the game? Show us what it's all about.
All right, so right here, this is just a single event mode. There's other ones where it groups stuff together. You can choose from these categories, and inside there are other events. So we can pick track.
Track and field.
Track and field.
Both kinds of sports.
And you can play 1 to 4 players. Yes, a little bit country and rock and roll. You can pick from a lot of cool characters, Mario and Sonic guys.
As well as Sonic characters.
As well as Sonic characters and Mario ones. And
So I see they're broken up by different abilities here.
yeah, they've each got their own little ratings. It didn't really seem to affect things too much. Who should I be? Who you want? Who you want?
I want obscure character. I want the alligator. Yeah, Vector.
Vector.
Everyone's favorite character.
Yes.
The donkey gold rope chain wearing alligator.
I had to actually look his name up when I was writing the review.
Was he?
It's like,
He's-
what's
yeah,
that
he's like-
alligator dude again?
Yeah, he's pretty third string there. But it looks like they also have a lot of actual recognizable characters as well.
Yeah, and a lot of the controls you can use just the Wii Remote or Wii Remote and Nunchuck, depending on, I don't know, what you like to do.
What do you like to do?
I mixed it up a little bit. It kind of depended on the event.
Sure.
So here we're going to use both of them. I'm going to hold down B in a second to get ready to start, and then as soon as they say go, you push the remote down.
Oh,
That's a bad start. And I'm going to come back.
come on, make it happen.
I'm a warrior. I'm coming back. And you just run. Stuff.
Can we get a shot of
And you
Aaron
win.
doing this? Oh, we missed it. We'll have to cut back to you on the next. Oh, and then you get a slow-mo finish. So this is a save for the presence of these Mario and Sonic characters, kind of crazy characters. This seems like a pretty straightforward kind of track and field Olympic Games set.
Yeah, there's no real crazy power-ups or stuff like that. There are a few made-up events. A Mario Kart, except you're running style thing where you can get some power-ups, and 10,000-meter diving.
That's a long dive.
It is.
Can
but
we see one of those crazy
I
events
don't,
here?
I've got one of them unlocked on this Wii, I think. Sure.
We all know Vector's going to get his medal stripped from him anyway. Look at his physique. There's no
He
way
was
that's
juicing.
natural. That guy's is the anti-doping people want to have a word with Vector.
I'm totally clean now.
While we get this loaded up, Jeff, you want to maybe get some questions from the folks at home?
Yeah, Matt in the UK asks, is this not just Wii Sports with a new skin?
No.
Oh, come on. It's way different, though. I mean, you were running. I mean, there's no baseball and boxing and stuff in here.
No, it is different stuff. It does have kind of a similar feel that it's a simple representation of a sport, but no, it is different. You can use your Miis though, which is cool if you have a cool Mii or you made some cool.
Oh, it actually
other Miis.
does make use of the Miis?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Michael in Riverside wants to know how many events are in the game?
20 real ones and I think 4 fantasy ones. So each one has a little intro screen that sometimes is helpful, telling you how to play, sometimes not so much.
All right, well, let's get it going.
And we go to the event.
In lane 1.
Can you jump ahead?
I can.
We're about out of time.
I was
here, Aaron.
admiring Mario. 'cause
Well,
he's
guess what? Now
awesome.
we don't get to admire the race.
What
so.
are you? Oh,
I'm afraid we are. I'll let you get off the blocks here.
All right, show him running.
Oh, he's running.
Yeah.
And
Jumping.
that's all you get to see at
Power
home.
ups,
The rest
and
is
there you
a
go.
mystery how this race ends. Aaron, thanks for coming by. Give us a look at this. Game is Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games for the Wii. This is in stores.
It's in stores now. Review goes up today.
Excellent. Thanks, Aaron.
All right, thank you.
Jeff, back to you.
Back to me is right. I'm here, Brad Shoemaker, GameSpot's own. How you doing?
Good.
Awesome.
well.
So you've brought this game that involves people hurting themselves. What's it called?
Called Pain.
Pain.
Yeah.
Kooky.
As the
All right,
name
let's see it.
implies, yes. All right, so the Pain is a game that Sony's San Diego studio has been making it. Coming out on the network, so will not be in stores.
Okay, so this is downloadable.
Will be
All right.
on the PlayStation Network. Gonna jump right in here. There's no pretense of story. This is basically, I like to think this is the game that if you gave Beavis and Butthead a development budget and a team of developers, this is probably what they would make.
Yeah.
Like, it's just
Or if you
it's
gave
all
like a
about-
cell phone developer that's been making that like penguin skipping, throw it as far as you can, break it
Yeah,
into stuff
sure.
game of budget, they'd make an awesome game.
and a Havoc physics license.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, so I mean, literally, the game is about launching dudes into urban environments and seeing how much pain you can cause them.
Cool.
So let's do that right now. The mechanics are, if you ever played, as I know you have, the Burnout Crash mode.
Yes.
It's very similar to that, where, except instead you have a big slingshot and you're launching your guy off of it. But it's all about trying to set up combos, like, you know, throwing him through a window and then like banking his head off of a steel girder and then flinging him into a dumpster.
And then you have a little bit of in-air control of your dude.
Yeah, you can. Well, actually, you have a lot of in-air
Okay,
control. Like
cool.
you can. Well, you can use the stick to just sort of. Oh, sorry. I should start playing while I'm talking. So here is the main sort of interface. You're just on this big slingshot. You can set your tension. You can pull your guy back. I don't know if you can see it on the stream, but there's a pretty good indicator of like your trajectory and where you're going to end up based on where you're pointing and all that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And so yeah, you basically just set your view and then you go and you start flying. And there's different poses you can do in midair to sort of affect the way you go. I wasn't aiming too well there, so I just sort of flew over everything. But there's a lot of stuff you can fly into. You can grab things. I'm gonna try to grab this donut here. You can grab stuff and basically sort of pull it down with you, and then see that thing is gonna pull me off the edge here.
I've been known to pull donuts down with me.
Oh God, here we go. So I'll just miss that car, unfortunately. I'm going to try again. So basically, like you can see all this stuff moving in the environment. You want to basically, come on, dumpster. You want to just, like I said, set up as many chains as you can. Come on, car. Oh, I missed it. But so there's a lot of explosive stuff in the environment, like these little, kind of explosive crates everywhere.
Now, what is this ooch meter down in the lower left corner of the screen?
Ooch is basically the aftertouch of this game. Like once you've already launched and you've hit something, you can sort of nudge your guy along, and the game's constantly checking to see if you have momentum left. And if you're still moving, then the ooch will keep refilling. See, I'm trying to ooch onto this. Oh, got it. Oh, sorry, I missed it. So you're constantly trying to sort of keep your guy moving so that you can keep ooching, if that makes sense. I know
Right,
these are
okay.
highly technical terms, I
Yeah.
know. But, and if you shake the 6-axis, like I just failed to do, you can get a super ooch, which is just a bigger jump, kind of.
Sounds gross.
Yeah, I don't know. So I'm not doing super well here, but you get the idea anyway.
Oh, explosive cereal.
Yeah. Oh, go. Oh.
Are you punching yourself in the face
I
as
don't-
you're going down? Is that what he was
Probably,
doing
yes,
there?
probably.
Oh, man.
So there were explosive crates in that dumpster. If I had hit that, I would have gotten a big combo score.
Awesome. So this game also has a multiplayer
It
component,
does. Let's try it out.
All right, cool.
What do you say?
Let's fire that up. Ryan, you got any-
let me
I've
very
got a
painfully
personal-
hit that thing first.
I've got
Okay.
a two-part question here.
All right.
For myself. One, I've seen this one kind of set up the environment for the game.
Uh-huh.
Are there other places that this takes place, or is it just this one place?
So the way the commerce model works in this game is that you get this base game, which has
I'm sorry, the what?
It's the commerce model.
the
Okay.
way that you're going to get more stuff in the game is so you get the base game that's got like the one level that you just saw. It's got 2 selectable characters, and then they're going to be selling like, so here's the environment downtown.
Downtown, right.
They're like there will be more environments and characters and stuff coming out shortly after release, and
Cool.
we don't know what they're going to
Yeah,
cost
yeah.
or what the schedule is going to be, but you will be able to like add on content if you want it.
Cool.
I'm going to real quick. I'm going to show you the mime toss here,
All right.
just because I
Can
think it's
second part of that
insane.
question.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Are there multiple setups within that one environment, though?
Yeah, I'm about to show you another one right
Oh,
here.
okay, excellent.
So the Pandemonium mode that we were just in is basically the free form, just kind of set a high score mode. But here's the mime toss where So like I said, you have a grab mechanic, and basically the idea is to launch your guy here, grab the mime, and then sort of slingshot him through as many panes of glass as you can.
For a mime, he sure is talking a lot.
He does like to complain in French, and
I guess that's fitting.
I can't really blame him.
And really, any kind of violence against mimes, I find, is totally justified.
Yeah, it's really not the worst thing ever. I totally missed him there.
So you can't fly through the panes of glass yourself. It has to be the mime.
I just grabbed him in the crotch. Yeah, like you actually get penalized if you break the glass yourself. Because the idea here is to use the mime. You know, you want to cause the mime a lot of pain.
Yes, I do.
Which is, like who wouldn't, right? So, all right, one more mime throw, and then we'll do some multiplayer.
All right, and we're just about out of time here.
Okay, yeah, let's real quick jump into the multiplayer.
Yeah.
So the multiplayer actually has some other modes that are only available with multiple people.
Cool. All right, and that's I saw the one that was super like explosion based, right?
Yeah. Let's jump into that one. There's a horse mode where you're just trying to one up each other's score. There's a bowling. Okay, so I'm picking my character here.
Okay.
I will be Jarvis. So anyway, this one is, Sony described this to me as human pinball, which basically is kind of what it is. Like, they just pepper the environment with, oops, I launched too early. Oh, I just wasted a launch there. But so anyway, you can see there.
All right, well, give me one good launch here.
All right, tons of these crates, and basically you're just trying to, oh, that was not a good launch. All right, why don't you give it a shot?
Well, it's still your turn. Oh, it is my turn.
Unless you want me to just do it.
All right, let's try that.
Okay, and then you can use the D-pad to basically sort of, there you go. Yep. See, you're getting it. Go!
Oh. All right. Yeah.
And the idea is basically to just combo yourself all over the place, as you're doing here.
Very nice, Brad. Well, the game is Pain. PlayStation Network, when is it going to be coming out?
Around the end of the month. They haven't set a specific date,
that's
but
pretty
it'll be
soon.
about...
All right, well, you're going to join us later in the show for Unreal Tournament 3,
Yep.
and we'll see you then. But up next, there's a new Rayman game coming, and we've got footage of it. Stay tuned and check it out.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Hart, live from Paris. The planet is currently waking up to a truly historic event. Large yellow submarines have been identified around the globe. Who are they? Where do they come from? And what do they want? The world leaders are currently preparing emergency talks to try to identify these.
There's a little taste of the Rayman Raving Rabbids 2.
Seems very rabbity.
It does indeed. Alex Navarro, GameSpot editor, how you doing?
I'm doing all right.
You brought along kind of a weird little thing for the show.
Yeah, not a standard game.
This is Phase for the iPod?
For the iPod, yeah. This is a game from Harmonix, the people who brought you Guitar Hero and Frequency and Amplitude and all that fun stuff.
And upcoming Rock Band, of course.
Yeah, upcoming Rock Band.
And so they've kind of taken their rhythm game chops and applied them to this simple little iPod game.
Indeed.
That you can. It comes with music, but then you can also use your own music.
Right, it comes with like 8 songs, but then basically anything that you put into a playlist that's already on your iPod, you can just play. It just creates a gameplay design out of it.
Well, let's jump in.
Let's just jump right into a quick spin here. I'll just, to shamelessly self-promote, I'll just use one of my old bands here.
There you go.
We'll, hard was pretty rough on this song, so I'll just do a medium. And you can see here, you can see my bony thumb. bony thumb.
So how is your hand modeling going, actually?
Pretty good.
So 3 tracks here, and you're using the left and right, and then the middle button to hit those with the beat. So it's got its own beat detection, right?
Yes, it does. It detects the beats, and then also it uses the spin wheel to essentially to do these little bits right here.
So that part you use the scroll wheel for that. And this is you're playing this on hard now?
This is medium.
This is medium. Okay.
Hard was rough.
A little bit much for you.
Here, I'll do something on hard here in a second. But yeah, it kind of goes a little, and it goes in these little bits here where there's sections, and you're trying to get a certain star rating at the end of each section, if that sounds familiar.
This sounds very much like either Frequency or Amplitude.
So let me try another song here real quick.
All right.
Quick. We can either go, what do you want, Freeze Pop or Bloom Chin?
Let's do the Freeze Pop. That's one of the songs that's actually in the game.
Yeah, this is one of the songs that just comes with it. I haven't actually played the Freeze Pop song yet, and I'll do it on hard, so I will probably fail miserably.
Abandon the game.
Quick spin. Phase soundtrack.
So
Freeze Pop music is not a crime. Hard. hard, go.
Now this isn't a game that's going to work on any iPod, though.
No, it works on the classics. I think it works on some of the touches. Doesn't like the? It does not work on the touches. Okay.
It works on the new Nanos and it works on the new classics.
Yeah.
All right, and so.
And you know what? It's pretty cool.
How much are they charging for this?
$5.
$5 for this. So if you've got one of those types of iPods, you can check out a little slice of harmonics.
It's kind of fun. It's kind of a neat thing. And if you're sitting on a bus, want to listen to your own music, do something while you're doing it. There you go.
Excellent.
Right here.
Alex, thanks for coming by and
no problem.
giving us a look.
No problem whatsoever.
Jeff, what's up next?
What's up next is you guys are over there, you know, being all touchy-feely with your music. We're over here shooting stuff.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm
They make you tough? They make you feel strong man?
Yeah, Justin Calvert, who's the toughest man I know.
That's true.
I saw him. I can't even say it because you would get arrested if I had said what I was about to say. All right, so Ghost Squad for the Wii. This is an arcade-style light gun game, and what you have here is what are you going to be showing us today?
I can show whatever you like. Actually, the game has 3 missions, which doesn't sound like a lot, and it isn't because you can play through all of them in actually probably like 30 minutes.
Oh yeah.
But each level, each mission, there are like 16 levels for it, and although they're not kind of radically different, they
just kind of get more difficult, more guys.
Yeah, they get more difficult, and you get more options for like different routes you can take through the level, and the enemies will start using riot shields, and you unlock new weapons that you can use as your default weapon. So I think right now actually I've got the standard one, which has like 3 different firing modes, but you can go through the whole game with just like a 6-shooter or a sniper rifle, or it definitely like makes the game feel quite different.
Cool. All right. Well, let's get into this and take a look at it, and then I'm gonna make you jump into some of the crazy modes because people need to see.
Do you like my new outfit, by the way?
Oh,
fittingly, this is the tough guy outfit.
He looks like relatively tough, and I wouldn't mess with that guy. A guy running into a firefight with no shirt on. Yeah, exactly. These guys are serious about it.
Well, the lights in here are messing with my my crosshair.
So you are using the Wii Zapper to play this game. One of the first times we've encountered the Zapper. I guess I have to call it hardware, even though it's technically a sweet piece of plastic to slide your controller into. What do you think of it?
I actually, I really like it. It was the first few hours as I was playing it, it really made my hand ache.
Oh, yeah.
But I get like that with any new controller or new handheld or whatever. So yeah, I really like it.
Cool. So it gives you that kind of Virtua Cop kind of Sega arcade gun game feel with the guys sliding out, the little cursors appearing, let you know when they're going to fire and stuff like that.
Yeah, the cursor appears over, I guess, the one that you're in the most danger from, like they're just about to actually hit you, where the rest are just kind of shooting into the air.
Cool.
Or might as well be.
Yeah. So how many players can play this at the same time? Is it 2 or 3?
No, the arcade was 2, but this one actually supports 4 in party mode. So yeah, party mode is, you can play through just on with all the regular game settings, but then the crazy stuff that you're going to make me show.
Yeah, in fact, let's go to that. We're just seeing you freeing hostages here, and that's great. But why don't you show us? Well, I'll let you decide. You want to show us Ninja mode or Paradise mode?
I can. Okay, I'm going to have to go. I'm going to have to reset the game to do this.
Okay.
But I don't know. You know what? I think Ninja mode is kind of a bit more fully realized than the Paradise mode. Paradise mode is maybe funnier.
So okay, well, if we're not going to show it, Paradise mode. It replaces all the enemies with women in bikinis?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
And the guys, they're like guys who ride jet skis, and instead of that, they're on like big plastic swan boats.
Nice.
And,
okay, well, yeah, let's get this fired up. We'll show a little bit of Ninja mode here, and then we'll move on. Any questions you got over there, Ryan? Ryan, you're a gun game aficionado.
I have played a few. I light gun games, various shooter-dasheries.
Now, what do you look for in a light gun game?
Bikini girls, I think, are really important to a good light gun game. That's one of, for the real discerning light gun aficionado. Girls in bikinis are very high on the list of necessary components.
Well, then you're in luck, because that's what Ghost Squad has. But on top of that, it has ninjas, and we're loading up...
Are they also in bikinis?
Are the ninjas in bikinis?
No, they're not.
Is there a Paradise Ninja hybrid mode?
Not that I've unlocked yet.
All right. So now you're...
So yeah, now the ninjas are aboard Air Force One, where about 3,000 terrorists
I like that they're motioning like they're holding rifles, but they're just holding ninja stars. That's pretty awesome.
It's very Typing of the Dead.
Yeah. Only Sega can do this. Only Sega can do this. All right, so we're gonna
come on.
shoot a few people here.
Oh, this is because I'm on one of the later difficulties, actually. I get to choose when I start my action.
Oh, okay, all right.
And I've chosen the worst possible time.
I know, samurais! Oh. You failed, but you got those guys. So cool, and it replaces the doors with very ninja-themed doors. So that's Ghost Squad. Justin, when is this game going to come out?
This is, I think this is out just in a week or two. I think it actually ships the same day as the Zapper.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. Get it out there all at the same time. You pick it up as a package if you like. Okay, great. Well, thanks a lot for coming by.
Cool, no problem.
All right. Coming up next, Super Mario Galaxy is coming soon to the Wii. We posted our review of it yesterday. Now we're going to show you some brief clips from our video review.
Video review.
Mario games are always sort of the benchmark for quality on any Nintendo system, and if Mario Galaxy is any indication, the bar for the Wii has been set very, very high. This is, in essence, the game that every Wii owner has pretty much wanted since the system first launched. It is exactly the right mix of accessibility for newer players and challenge for more experienced players. With a combination of absolutely fantastic level design, some really stellar control mechanics, and the best graphics on the system, Mario Galaxy is the best Mario adventure since Mario 64. The thing that really makes Mario Galaxy so engaging is the galaxies themselves, or more specifically the level design. These are some of the weirdest and most bizarre platformer levels ever created, and a lot of that has to do with the Celestial theme. You'll travel to these different galaxies and you'll find yourself wandering around on these crazy spheres going upside down and sideways and all over the place. The thing that makes these level designs so memorable is a combination of factors. One, these things aren't really even planets or anything. There's kind of these weird abstract puzzle creations that just sort of exist out in the middle of nowhere. All the various traps and pitfalls designed in each level are just downright dastardly, and there's all sorts of different little clever ways to get around the different levels, whether you're floating around on a giant flower that you're kind of waving the Wii remote to spin forward, or using things like a bee costume to fly around. Mario Galaxy controls very much the same way that Mario 64 did, but with a couple of Wii-specific introductions. For one thing, Mario has this spin mechanic that you can use just by shaking the Wii remote. It's this basic attack that you can use to knock out enemies, but at the same time, you can also use it to engage the launch stars and play with a few other mechanics within the puzzles in each stage. You also spend much of the game pointing the Wii remote at the screen because you can actually use the pointer to collect all these different star bits, which are both a weapon and the game's currency. You can shoot certain enemies with them to take them out from afar, but you don't want to waste them all because you need them to basically unlock more levels as the game goes on. Mario Galaxy isn't a game that's going to leave you wanting for content. There's tons of different galaxies to explore, many of which you'll want to go back and replay, either just because they're lots of fun or because you want to go collect more hidden stars. The game actually gives you a good reason to go back and play through the form of these various comets that will sometimes enter orbit in various galaxies. As excellent as Mario Galaxy's gameplay might be, the visuals might be even better. This is, without a doubt, hands down, the best looking Wii game there is. The graphic design is just top-notch, top-quality work. It's all art design, too. I mean, the technicals of the graphics engine are very impressive, but the way the art is just sort of scattered throughout each individual world, the way the characters are designed, the way the animation looks, everything is just absolutely gorgeous to look at. The thing that really makes Mario Galaxy so special, though, is the fact that its Mario-ness isn't necessarily what carries the entire game. Sure, there's plenty of nostalgic stuff in there with all the classic enemies, you know, all Mario's classic abilities, and, you know, the awesome soundtrack in there. But at the same time, the thing that really stands out is the level design and just the mechanics of how everything plays. It doesn't have to be a Mario game to make it awesome, but the fact that it adds that nostalgic level on top of this really stellar gameplay makes Mario Galaxy something really, truly awesome.
And there you have it. Super Mario Galaxy, that game is in stores next week.
It's not soon enough.
Yeah.
I'd like to play it now. So.
Yeah. Well, might have to go jack somebody's copy. It's still kicking around over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, whatever you got. You were playing it sitting here last time. We won't get into that.
Yes.
What we will get into is Unreal Tournament 3 for the PlayStation 3, which you have right here.
I do.
This is what mode is this?
Warfare.
Okay.
I'm gonna jump right in.
All right, fire it up and tell us what Warfare is all about.
3, 2, 1. So Warfare is sort of the successor to Onslaught from Unreal Tournament 2004. It's the big team-based, vehicle-based, like crazy, just huge action mode. So you've got your nodes linked together just like an Onslaught. You know, you've got to attack the enemy's nodes sequentially based on, you know, what territory you hold and that sort of thing. They made a ton of changes to the game, though. I mean, this change is not unique to Warfare, but you've got this hoverboard now, as you can see.
Yeah.
Which just gets you from
More
place
games
to
should
place.
have hoverboards.
Yeah, I'm into it. You get from place to place real fast. Okay, so we just captured their mine node. So the hoverboard is basically just quick transit, but it has disadvantages. If you get hit while you're on it, you'll go down for like 3 seconds. So that's plenty of time to get killed in this game. They've added a lot of little stuff, little kind of tutorial guide stuff within the matches, so I can see where I need to go to our next objective here.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It really does help. Yeah.
Can get a little convoluted. So
although, unfortunately, I do have the link gun. So it's just like an Onslaught. You use the link gun to basically kind of build up the nodes that you're capturing. I'm going to jump in this vehicle here.
So how many different vehicles have you seen so far? Here's the Scorpion.
You can see there we've got a friggin' armada.
Yeah, that's
stuff
crazy.
Here. Yeah. Apparently, every time, from what I've seen, that you capture a node, you get some. Whoa! Don't run over me, please. You get some new vehicle spawns there. So once you're controlling a lot of the nodes on the map, you're going to have a ton of vehicle support. So, and there's some crazy vehicles in this. Like the Paladin is kind of this big tank that can generate like a big persistent energy shield around it. So it gets really hard to kill that thing. Actually, I think that's it right there. Actually, if I shoot him enough, I think he'll probably put the shield up.
I don't know. You're blasting him pretty good with that. Okay, so that's
there it is. Yeah.
Little radial menu for weapons.
Yeah.
Now, the PC version, of course, not out yet. But what differences have you seen between what we know the PC version to be and what this is?
I don't think there are a lot of differences from what I've heard. I mean, obviously the controls. This has standard console controls.
Yeah.
Console FPS controls. There's a little bit of 6-axis support, nothing major. Like when you shoot the Redeemer, you use 6-axis to steer
the missile,
guide the rocket. Yeah, there's that. Ooh. I think that's about all the 6-axis support. But like content-wise, they're saying this is basically going to have pretty much everything that the PC has.
Right.
It's just a question of when.
Yeah. So we ran a news story today. Yeah. I guess Sony released its 07 lineup.
Right.
And they had this game listed in there. Yet Midway has said that the PS3 version of this game is not going to come out till next year. Do we know who's right, who's wrong?
We really don't know what to make of that right now.
Yeah.
It's kind of strange that they have mixed messages going here.
Right.
But that's the state of things right now.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll just have to wait. I mean, not much time left in the year, so if it's coming out, it'll have to be pretty soon.
Quick here. Ryan, you got any questions from the folks at home?
I've got a ton of questions. Most significant, though, is from Nick in Australia. He wants to know, do hoverboards work on water?
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, but I wish I could remember the quote. Something about needing power. I don't know. They do work behind vehicles, though. That's an enemy vehicle, though.
So you can sketch on your hoverboard?
Yeah.
A little grappling, energy grapple.
Let's see if I can find it. Oh, see, that's what happens. So that's what happens when you take a hit. You eat dirt, basically, when you take a hit on the hoverboard.
Take a hit, fall down. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Ryan, you got any more questions?
Yeah. Let's see here. I got a question from Germany. They want to know if any old maps are going to be included in the game.
I don't think so. I think it's all new stuff. And I mean, there's a ton of maps.
Yeah, there's like a whole bunch.
I haven't counted, but there is a lot of maps in this. So.
And the maps are pretty tailored for the different game modes.
Yeah,
like you can't play deathmatch on this
map,
right?
I haven't actually seen any maps that are common among modes. It seems like every game type has its own set of maps.
That's pretty cool. It seems like the trend is to make sure that all your game types can work on every single map you have. But there's something to be said for...
Yeah, it's a multiplayer-focused shooter. They're really putting thought into getting everything working.
Yeah. But there is a single-player mode. I mean, obviously, you're playing against bots. You have a 16-player bot match going here, and then there is some kind of single-player campaign, right?
Right. Oh, yeah, there is a campaign mode. I haven't spent any time really messing with it just because I wanted to kill some guys. But,
yeah, that's right. Killing guys, it takes a lot of presence over...
Yeah.
It takes a lot of priority over that stuff. Okay, so we don't quite know when this is coming out yet, but we do know that this version is apparently not final, right?
Yeah, I mean, we're not allowed to review this or anything. It's this is a preview build, but it seems, very solid.
Cool.
As you can see, performance is good and all that. So.
All right. Well, Brad, thanks a lot for bringing it by.
Sure.
We'll keep watching, and we will let you know when this game's going to come out. We'll try and clear that up and see if Sony and Midway can figure it out. But in the meantime, let's check out this trailer for the Developer Series, which is a returning feature to the site. We're bringing it back, y'all. behind the
I always wanted to make my own video game. Thought it'd be so cool. There's no money in it.
They really wanted someone who didn't have background in gaming, but knew sort of the art of marketing. And I got plucked out for that reason.
I like games, and even if I work on a bad game, it probably will still be more fun than working on a bad movie.
For me in high school, my sophomore year in high school was clearly a pivotal moment.
You really have to have a great idea, compelling idea come together with amazing talent behind that.
I was an evil white oppressor. I was wearing a hazmat suit, and I was trying to keep people in the future walled in Compton.
They said, you know, we want to do a training game, you know, somehow to recruit people for the Army. It's got to be a shooter. We got to get licensed some hot tech.
I was going to tear down my parents' liquor store shop and turn it into a snowboard park / bar.
The game is like a game development process. It's like a helicopter. It's like 1,000 parts trying as hard as they can to fly apart, you know.
People need to approach it more as an actual investment of your whole self versus, gee, I want to do that because it looks like it'd be fun.
One of the things that I actually want to make is an anti-gravity bike, a flying bike of sorts.
You know, and my father was an astronaut, and so I'm working hard to get myself into space.
I've always been a gamer. Board games, card games, Dungeons and Dragons, and video games of every various sort. So,
my first job overall was as a night watchman at an academic building, actually the music building at my college.
I had to put the floppy disk to the thing and press and then write D-I-R and deer. For me, it's in French.
This that.
God it! Yeah, we'll just go with because I use that everywhere.
And there you have it, Behind the Games, our developer series, where we ask developers a bunch of crazy questions, and then get Ted Price from Insomniac to swear. Who knew?
Yeah, Ted Price is curse. He's like the nicest guy you'll ever meet.
Yeah.
Totally low-key and cool, and just really
there you
friendly
have
and
it.
positive. But then apparently he could throw down.
Oh yeah, he's no joke.
No.
Also no joke.
Yes.
Joseph Staten's Halo Contact Harvest.
That is not a joke yet.
Yet it's very funny.
It is.
No, I don't know. This is the latest book in the Halo series. Halo is a first-person shooter video game that I believe is out on the Xbox 360.
Yes.
And the PC sometimes.
I have it on good authority.
Yes. So we are going to be giving away 6 copies of this book. If you would like one of these copies of this book, write in and send an email to onthespot@gamespot.com and say, I would like Joseph Staten's book.
And be sure to include your mailing address.
Yes. Also, specify if you can read. We don't want to send these books out to people that can't, because
also
we want these books to be read.
Want to make sure that you can read English and that you have an NTSC compatible system.
These books are in English, so know that going in. So yes, on the spot at GameSpot.com, say I would like Joseph Staten's book. That's going to about wrap it up for the show, Ryan.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah, good stuff. You can join us tomorrow where we have our Resistance Fall of Man tournament. That one's been going on for a long time. We've narrowed it down to the final 2 teams just about, and they're going to face off in what is sure to be an action-packed finale.
And you and I will both be there making crazy talk about grenades that explode with spikes.
Spikes and hate.
Yes.
Yeah. Grenades don't love you. And that's my final thought. See you next week.